your engines. What's this, ESPN2?
But generally, when you get into a rain situation, there are a couple things you want to think about changing. Because you're in an open-wheel car, and when it's raining, you don't have any wipers.
I've been fascinated by cars ever since I was a kid. That's all I ever played with. It was just the biggest thing. Also, I'm from Connecticut, so Skip Barber, Lime Rock, that's all there. It all started, I think, with the BMW Car Club. We have our driving schools and stuff like that, and then you wanted to do the competition as well as driving your own car. And this was a chance to actually drive a car at speed and learn how to race.
He used to work for me, and we just sold our company, and we're both kind of retired, so it's kind of our own retirement present for ourselves. He's been the racing nut all his life, and fun for me to provide a dream for him to do that, and me to come along for the ride.
So, the Skip Barber thing. It's pretty cool, huh? I mean, for me, this is new, but you've been doing it for a while.
Yeah, I decided last year that I would kind of go back and relearn some basics. And the Barber series is a great place to learn because you have constant feedback from the instructors, and you can't hide behind equipment because everybody's out there driving the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's it's a good base from which to learn, either as a new driver or as a guy like me that's been kicking around different series of racing cars for a few years now.
Is that enough? What do you think about the TV crew being here? Two guys, TV crew, talking guy, camera guy.
Well, we just seem to be making good television. Beautiful television.
Beautiful. We're not curing cancer. We're not, this is network time killing.
Tell me you can act this.
Side by side through the apex of turn 9. Almost like tomorrow's loving that action.
Yeah, those race cars are going fast. Boy, I wish I could do that one day. Yeah, right. You know what? You can do it. You can go to the Skip Barber Racing School. You can take the racing school here, or you can do what I did. Went to Laguna Seca, the world-famous Laguna Seca in Monterey, California. It's ESPN2's Rev It Up with Jerry Bonato. I am your host and soon-to-be student of racing. Let's pick it up a little bit. We took the 3-day school at Laguna Seca, Skip Barber Racing School with fine instructors. Those guys are really cool. We had fun. We'll check out some of that, then we're going to come back here because it's a race weekend. You know what the challenge is? Learn how to drive those. We're going to have some fun. Hey, how's it going? Making TV and learning about racing. Of course, there's that natural transition. Hi, TV host, sign me up. Give me the school. Bang, put me in a race. Like, I'm going to be able to dive in underneath some guy. They're going to draft me. You get around to the cars, you're like, ugh! That turn in the back right there, turn 8 to turn 9 in Willow Springs, 117 miles an hour, wide open. Wide open. I'm picking up a little more speed than my stunt driver. Laguna Seca, real famous, the corkscrew. Pick it up. Call the medic.
MW2's Rev It Up is brought to you by Honda Motorcycles, celebrating 50 years with great deals during Honda Dream Days. And by Suzuki Motorcycles and ATVs. Now, during Suzuki Fest 98, get $500 worth of accessories free. And choose from great deals like 0 down or low APR financing on selected models.
It's what most men can only dream about. Powerful engines, rumbling exhausts, miles of chrome, and over 175 channels. Right now during Honda Dream Days, buy a Shadow or Magna. Get a satellite dish and 6 months of DirecTV. Or choose 7.9 APR with no down payment. So why dream when you can ride? Honda Dream Days ends May 31st. You'll even get a commemorative pin for showing up.
We used to go out,
What happened?
Need a smile?
Hi, Domino's.
Introducing our new spicy Italian crust pizza. Right now, a large with all your favorite toppings is only $9.99. Domino's, delivering 1 million smiles a day.
Although the GSX-R 750 just won back-to-back AMA Supersport championships, and the GSX-R 600 had the most AMA 600 Supersport victories, we weren't satisfied. We made over 20 major improvements to the 600 and gave the 750 electronic fuel injection. Now even its shadow can't keep up. The GSX-R 600 and the GSX-R 750 from Suzuki.
I have a lot of fun playing characters that are impulsive and dramatic, because the real me is pretty basic. I'm even a little practical. Like a while back, I noticed I had some flakes. So naturally, I started using Head & Shoulders. Of course, it helps keep the flakes away. And if it leaves my hair looking like this, why mess with a good thing?
Head & Shoulders changes dandruff problems
Into beautiful hair.
This time of year, I need AccuHist.
AccuHist Eye Allergy Relief. It's anti-itching, anti-redness, antihistamine relief for your eyes, so it relieves eye allergies fast.
My eyes feel great.
AccuHist from Visine. It gets the itch out.
As the race cars drive over the surface, they tend to polish it, and they fill these grooves with rubber. So essentially, they're sealing that surface, just like a driveway sealer. You ever been in like a McDonald's parking lot after the rain, and it's really easy to get wheel spin?
Did you rent a car?
Sure.
I think that's cool about the school that, you know, not only is it fun and it's very exciting to go out racing, but a lot of people don't know for this show it's going to be good. It's a good commercial because it's great fun, you know. But I mean, seriously, people don't know that there's a school where you can go racing on a professional track in a race car.
Yeah. It's so many people don't realize it, that this is a great way to not only get to drive a real race car in a real racing track situation, but you learn a lot about yourself and driving. It's kind of that outward bound kind of experience almost, and it's a personal growth to a lot of different variables. And it's a lot of fun, like you said. That's probably the biggest thing. We try and keep the emphasis on fun, because when you're having fun, you tend to learn a lot more.
Are you having fun with this group? Let's just talk about this group.
It's a good group overall. Good personalities, so it makes our job a lot more fun.
What would make like a bad group? I don't mean to slander other groups. You know, we have a pretty fun group here. What would make a bad day at work for you guys?
People that don't pay attention. When confidence outpaces ability, that's a bad thing. And we try and keep that in check, but some people have their own ideas.
Because really the denial factor in high-speed motorsports it's dangerous.
Especially with men, the denial factor is high. We're guys. We all know how to drive.
Have you already been racing, or is this your aspiration?
No, this is my aspiration. I just started, and I'm learning everything right here. I'm moving on to Willow Springs next, and then I'm hoping to win the Eastern Conference, because I'm going to go to the Eastern. That's my track, and I'll be on the East Coast for the rest of the year, going for pro.
An aspiring race car driver?
No, not really. I'm just into it. It's something I want to do, and I came here. I've had experience in neons, and I came here to see what the school is about, learn more about driving race cars and open wheel cars.
Tell us about the school. Your thoughts?
It's the best thing I ever did. I waited a little too long to do it, but like I said, I'm here. Picked this track. They kept calling me saying, "Oh, we got a school open in Sonoma. We got one open in Willow Springs." I said, No. I want to drive through the corkscrew.
That's my boy, Gary. That's my boy.
Through turn 5 and stay in third gear all the way to the corkscrew. No more shifting to fourth. You'll have more and more RPM today, so you're going to be less likely to go over that rev limit.
So what the guys are doing here is they're coming down the straightaway. They got to transition out on our imaginary car, and today we picked Paul Tracy to be our imaginary driver.
Brakes here at the 3. A little more pressure on the brake because you're coming up to the corner faster. Back to the throttle at the 2 cones here.
Nice transition out, alongside braking, downshift. Perfect job. Turn to the corner, take the apex.
The car stays settled, track all the way out, straighten the wheel, right out next to the curb.
Yeah, baby.
Is there anything you'd like to say to a home viewing audience? Suggestions? Hey, come and do this. Well, a shout out to the crowd.
Everybody's got to do this. I mean, whether it's a fantasy or whether you're going to learn something, everybody's got to do this. No question about it.
Young or old, male or female?
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you my age, but I'm up there. I'm younger than when Paul Newman started racing, but only by a tad.
You don't know how to make popcorn as good as him.
Or salad dressing, right?
And now that I'm driving faster, I have to keep telling myself to relax, but I'm even forgetting that. I'm driving, I'm going around, I'm holding the wheel tight.
A good thing to do is on the straightaways, relax your fingers on the straightaway, sort of shake the fingers out, roll the thumbs back, look at the gauges. I mean, how many times have you looked at the gauges in a while?
2.
Yeah. Every straightaway, just roll your thumbs back off, look at the gauges, check out the wheel, the water, shake your fingers out, go back to driving. It helps you avoid that tense finger.
Okay, I'll try all that.
Before we go on, Jerry, I want to thank my mom and my dad for having me, making this possible.
Rubbing together that night.
Right, without them, this just would never have happened. I want to thank my boss for my day job. I want to thank my sponsors. I don't even know who they are. Michelin, whatever.
All these guys sponsored on.
All these guys sponsoring us. Before we go on, what was your question?
What do you think of the instructors?
I think the instructors are excellent. I've been surprised by how smart these guys are. How they've broken it out into a science. This is why the car does what it does. So it's not just sort of a seat of the pants. How does it feel? The car does things for reasons. It's about physics, and you can plan on it. You can learn about it.
Hence, the analyzation begins.
Hence, the analyzation begins. But unfortunately, on the track, you have to do it way fast.
Keep your foot up like this, and now roll it over.
You're fighting him. Just explain that real quick while we get the cockpit off of what that is. Just briefly, this is what this method is and why.
The heel-toe downshifting, whereas that when you're going down into the corner, the first thing you're going to do is going to start to get on the brake, slow the car down, and then when you do a downshift, in order to get the gear synchronized, you have to roll your foot over to give it some throttle to get the speed up in order for the gears to match, and you don't get a gear grind when you put it in the gear.
Is this something that a lot of students find difficult to pull off?
Very difficult.
No, I mean, it's kind of a tricky thing to be doing two things at once.
He's the Intimidator. He's the 7-time NASCAR Winston Cup champion. And now, for the first time ever, America's favorite race car driver, Dale Earnhardt, is captured in this limited edition 22-karat gold collector's card. In commemoration of NASCAR's 50th anniversary, renowned NASCAR artist Sam Bass has designed this hand-sculpted gold card, authorized by Dale Earnhardt, Inc. Each card is individually numbered and comes with a personalized certificate of registration and protective display case. Now, through this special TV offer, you can own this precious 22-karat gold foil Earnhardt collector card for only $19.95. But that's not all. If you order now, we'll also send you the exclusive NASCAR race ball commemorating 1998 as the official 50th anniversary of NASCAR. So call now to order your Earnhardt collector card and receive the NASCAR race ball absolutely free. Here's how to order.
To order the Earnhardt Gold Collector Card, call 1-800-511-3499. And if you order now, we'll also send you the NASCAR race ball absolutely free. So call now.
RPM tonight, Monday through Saturday at 7 and Sunday at 12 and 8, only on ESPN2.
Let's go right to the beginning. Skip Barber, short and sweet. He started the school. Now he's kind of more in the marketing and business.
Yeah, he's still actually pretty hands-on with what goes on in the school. Probably started it's a little over 20, I think it's 22 years now. In '76 he first started. He started with 2 Formula Fords that he borrowed from some friends. At a little track in Connecticut called Thompson. And just started doing it as a thing to do in the summertime. Teach other friends that he knew how to drive race cars. Because he started on his own. And realized this was the only sport that didn't have people teaching you how to do it. Every other sport you can go find a coach to help you do it. And he wanted to make a place for racers to learn what he spent many years learning on his own, and eliminate a lot of the mistakes and get right to the case of driving race cars well. How'd that feel, Jerry?
It felt pretty good. I just took it easy on the first try, you know.
That's good. That's good. Let's work up to a little more speed this time. There we go. Getting a little crazy. Yeah. Got a spinner. A little too much throttle. But that's what I want you to do. I want you to work into some power as you go through the slalom this time. Gradually building the speed as you head through, so you're increasing your speed the whole run through.
Eating some pizza, learning about racing.
Have fun. That's the way you're supposed to do it. It's a good it was a good job by Jerry.
You knew we'd make it here, didn't you?
Yeah, I knew we'd make it here.
Okay, Double D, a.k.a. Turbo Pants, David Dowling and me. We took the school.
Oh, man, he's the best.
Now we're here. But this track is way different. A lot of faster.
Nothing but turbocharged, man. Straight up fast as you can go.
My comparison here at Willow is the fact that I just took the school a couple of weeks ago, and it was a school. It was students. We didn't get a lot of time out on the track together, free-lapping near the end of the last day. Now we're here. There's guys like you who are hauling ass, and I'm going to say it again on cable TV, hauling ass with 33s. No, you know what I mean? So I'm out there. I still feel like I'm a student, even though I feel like I'm going fast, but not as consistent, not as fast as you guys.
What's your question? Yeah, it takes a little
Not
while
approvingly,
sometimes.
watch.
Everybody's different. Everybody has a different learning curve. I've been fortunate and blessed to have a pretty steep learning curve at this, and I really love it. That's why I'm thinking, nice to make a professional career out of it if I can.
Yeah, get paid the big cake.
Oh, yeah, I love it. It's my passion, and I'm motivated, and I can't wait to race. I'm itching to get in the car and drive.
Tell the people at home how much fun it is to take, the schools, you've taken the school, and now it's translated into coming here on a Skip Barber race weekend.
Right. Oh, it's a lot of fun. It's just, you learn a lot in school, and you come out here and you do, you have a lot of fun.
Of the many, many cool things at the Skip Barber Racing School, which this is a race weekend, we have feedback, computer feedback. No sooner do you get out of the car from a session, you know how you've done. And this is Roger, fastest overall. What do you think?
To tell you the truth, I think I could have got a little quicker because I didn't get in the draft, and while I was out there, I lost my contact lens. But still, I did get several good laps, and 33 flats, a pretty good time, I guess, for this weekend.
So you're the youngest driver here at the Skip Barber School. That's cool. What kind of laps you cutting?
140s.
Woo! Kyle Moore, booming the 140s. High five on that. As fast as you are. And I'm bowing down to you right now. As fast as you are, because the sheet says it right here, you still get great feedback from the instructors, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I learn a lot from them, It's like if you go to the new track, they teach you a lot because, it's just totally different everywhere. It's not like you go to one track and it's the same everywhere.
It's good fun, huh?
Yeah, it's excellent fun. You can't beat it, man.
When did you take the school?
Did my 3-day about 2 years ago up at Sears Point. It was pretty cool. Did it in the rain, so it was really fun. Did the whole series last year, finished 8th in points, and right now we're running for the championship here.
Right on. How do you like it here at Willow? It's pretty fast.
Willow's pretty cool, man. It's awesome speed here. Drafting is unbelievable. You get behind somebody and it's just like, boop. You're right up on them. You can't beat it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
What do you think about Angie?
Angie's pretty hot.
Huh? Look at her with her hood and her big long cloaky coat.
I didn't want to say anything yesterday, but when she walked over to me, I was like, woo!
I'm going to quote Mike Myers right now. Yeah, baby. Just nod disapprovingly. Those guys. Are we all working? We know where we are here? This is the hand thing. Why David Francis Jr.?
Well, he's a young kid from South Central Los Angeles. We're doing a profile on him. He's one of the only African-American young guys that are interested in race car driving right now, and sounds like he's a very promising driver, and we're hoping he's going to win today.
Now I'm going to start something like I always do. Okay, Darryl Cherry, he's talking some smack, He saw your name on the list. His name's up there on his list. What do you think? Match race, you and him. DC and Roger Y.
Well, actually, he's a good driver. I think he's probably the closest to me at the moment, I would like to race against him, but if I do, it'll be a hard race, especially here if I race against him.
Okay, and I just want to let you in on a little secret. Roger, the sailing samurai, says he's going to have your ass today.
Oh, does he? Well, we shall see, you know. Roger's a nice guy, but, you know, this is racing. Anything can happen.
Hey, listen up. Honda dealers are offering 7.9% financing and no down payment on all new Valkyries.
Working on my car more myself these days saves me money and keeps it running like I like. Performance is important to me, and that includes the cleanup. Scott shop towels on a roll give me the performance of cloth at a fraction of the cost of these. And Scott shop towels on a roll are so strong, I can use them again and again. So, no matter what it is you're working on, buy some Scott shop towels on a roll where you buy auto supplies. Performance of a cloth at a fraction of the cost.
This weekend, enough racing to make your head spin. We've got fast track, wet track, and all kinds of short track. It's a regular G-Force love fest. And you're invited. Here's what's up ahead this weekend. Friday at 4, NASCAR qualifying from Talladega. Saturday at 11, NHRA qualifying from Richmond. And Sunday at 6, Dayton Indy Lights from Nazareth on ESPN2.
On a break late, but I don't think I have it dialed out.
I've been mentioning to a few other people, you know, the codes are down this morning, so it might be a little harder to judge where to turn in for turn number 9. So you might want to start looking around for some sort of landmark, whether it be a telephone pole or a crack in the track. We'll
find out in a minute.
Fine.
I spun out twice. I didn't spin out at all yesterday. Today twice. Improvement in the brain.
I will improve.
I will dominate.
I will.
I will destroy the competition. I will be on TV.
This is the best cameraman I've ever met.
See, I'm a cameraman now.
Hi, Mom.
It's funny, when I think of 9 years, I think of a lot of repetitive monologues and, you know, a lot of students actually coming through. Students of note off the top of your head.
Let's see who I've had. Jerry Seinfeld came through. Lorenzo Lamas is a racer with us. Brian Johnson of AC/DC came through. He was a lot of fun. Phil Lesh of the Grateful Dead came through. He was pretty interesting. So we've had quite a few.
We have people that, celebrities that race still now. Alfonso Ribeiro, Grant Show.
Yeah. All those guys are still racing. Actually, most of those are in our Pro Series now, but they did a lot of racing in our Amateur Series. They've come a ways. They were a little rough at first, but they've smoothed things out, especially Alfonso. He was a little wild, but he's calmed down and did a really good job.
Good. I can go with that.
And Lorenzo is doing a good job.
Look at my new watch. Lorenzo gave me it. Nice, huh? Said, stay away from me and you can keep this watch. First of all, I just want to say that, you know, we never really ever met when I was on Renegade.
Yeah, that's our view, by the way, over the steering wheel of the road.
At an angle, if it was off camber.
Right.
Remember Offshore Thunder with Penhall?
Sure. Yeah.
They kept us apart. I was there.
Yeah. Were they afraid that we were going to get
there?
into something, you and me? A lot of actors get into racing because they got the money. You know, I mean, you're working on a hit show, you're making some bucks, and I don't know any guy or woman for that matter that likes to drive that wouldn't want to race.
Do you have any thoughts about this weekend? Now that we're here at Willow, as opposed to what we were doing before. That was the school. This is a race weekend.
I think.
Come on, fill me in on the scoop.
I think you're doing good. I think you'll do fine.
I'm not looking for a plug for me.
No, I think the transition from the school typically to a race weekend is a tough one for a student.
What happened with you?
At the start of the race, just got a little wide coming out of 9, set 2 off, and dirt's a little soft out there, so I just drove it on out there. It's better to, play it safe than spin it around and, buy the form on one shot.
This is our television show, me and you, okay?
All right.
New track record for the kid. You checked out, you were gone.
Right. Well, actually, the second place was battling, and I had a good chance of just taking out, but yeah, everything went good.
didn't get one of the cruisers on your left, then you didn't get the accessories on your right. Lucky for you, you have more time to get one of the bikes on your left and the accessories on your right. Bikes, accessories. Suzuki Fest 98 has been extended. It's now Cruise Don't Lose days till May 31st. Hurry in and get your choice of $500 worth of accessories free and great deals like 0 down or low APR financing on selected models. So march right in, lad.
Now on video, he served his country once.
Come on, Mikey, I gotcha! I'm fighting him off.
Now he's going back into action to get the buddy his country left behind. Behind enemy lines, only on video.
Need a smile?
Hi, Domino's.
Introducing our new spicy Italian pizza. Right now, a large with all your favorite toppings is only $9.99. Domino's, delivering 1 million smiles a day.
Now from the KYW Radio Storm Center, these school announcements. 461, 2 hours late in the morning kindergarten. 503 is closed. 505.
MW2's Rev It Up is brought to you by Honda Motorcycles, celebrating 50 years with great deals during Honda Dream Days. And by Suzuki Motorcycles and ATVs. Now during Suzuki Fest 98, get $500 worth of accessories free and choose from great deals like 0 down or low APR financing on selected models.
Well, it's been a steep learning curve. I took the 3-day and now I'm going to go racing. We got a 12-lap race here at Willow. It's going to be fun. You got to be careful though. There's a lot of other guys out there way faster than me. I'm just looking for a good clean race and hopefully I can beat David Dowling, but he's in front of me. So, that's the story. Next time on Rev It Up, Phoenix Super Trucks. And keep your eyes peeled, Dallas Supercross, the big, huge ABC telecast. I'm going to get on network TV. I'm going to bust in there. I'm going to go huge. It's going to be fun. Thanks for watching Rev It Up. We'll go on racing. The mic, please.
We're gonna go racing.
We're gonna race. You and me, buddy.
Gritted dead last in the back. So what can I do to improve my time?
Jump the start.
The start, seriously, is the start everything?
Oh yeah, jump the start. Just pass everybody. Pass the pace car, pass everybody.
What do you think, Goober?
There's a lot of them that come through, but most of them are pretty cool. But the worst kind of guy is the guy that thinks he already knows everything and then gets out here and just doesn't know it then.
You just can't explain how much fun it is to go racing when it really starts to work. Me and you, Mike, we had a great race.
That was a blast. I couldn't believe you were catching me like that towards the end. I saw you go by. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to let him get away.
I was watching you. You were up ahead of me for most of the beginning of the race, and then I got a chance to get by you. And I was the first person to have a pass. Like, I just passed a guy. then I saw you coming. I was like, oh, got me back.
I was getting you back a couple laps from the end. And then the last lap, I saw you charging up on me. I thought, oh man, he's going to take me right on the last stretch. And sure enough, you were there.
Yeah. It was funny because 9 is like 110 mile an hour corner, and I knew I had to, as my instructors tell me, I had to really push it to get it behind you, to get in the draft, someplace I've never been. Though I thought the finish was the checkered flag. Yes. The cones are back a little further, so I didn't really make the pass, but in theory, I was just screaming.
You were there. You were there. I couldn't believe, I knew where the start-finish line was, and I was just leaning forward looking for you. And I swear, I had you by barely a nose cone. A couple hundredths of a second. Man, that was just a blast.
Look at it. See the teeth? See the smile?